What did your parents say when you got pregnant? Well, I was not living with my parents at the time, so I don't really know what they said. They never said anything to me because we didn't really communicate. So I know that they weren't happy about it, but that's pretty much all I know. Thomas's parents were very supportive when we told him and things like that. Was it an easy pregnancy? How far were you when you found out? I think I was like 4 or 5 weeks. I mean, I found out right away pretty much. And yeah, it was a super easy pregnancy. I didn't have really any complaints, really. The only thing that I can remember really complaining about was my feet. I don't know if it was because my body just wasn't used to carrying all that extra weight, because I was really thin and small before I got pregnant, and then I got hugely pregnant with him. Like, my stomach was forever out, so my feet really killed me. So that was probably my only really big complaint were my feet. I had a pretty easy pregnancy. What current laundry detergent are you using with your cloth diapers? We are using Rock and Green Hard Rock because we have hard water. The only other detergent I've tried, well, when we first started cloth diapering, I was using the All Free and Clear because I didn't do my research like I should have, and I thought it was safe for cloth diapers, and it wasn't, and it made Jaden's diapers leak and repel, and it was horrible. So, and then after that we switched to Country Save, but I wasn't happy with how Country Save was working, so I decided to try out Rock and Green, specifically because we had hard water and I wanted to use the hard rock to see if it would work. So that's what we use, and that's what we've been using ever since. Do you or Thomas have siblings? I have, okay, depends on which way you want to look at it on my siblings. I guess I'll explain it all. It's really kind of confusing. I have one full-blooded sister. She's 14 months younger than me, and her name is Justina. We have the same mom and same dad. And then my, our, I guess, adoptive brother and sister are Adam and Delilah. And then my real mom has 3 other kids, Jenny, Jesse, and Jonathan. They are all half-siblings to me. And then my real dad has 2 other kids, Alex and Tyler on my dad's side. I've only met Alex once. I've never met Tyler. And then I see my other 3 siblings from my real mom quite frequently when we go to family get-togethers and things like that. So that's my brother-sister situation. It's very confusing. And then Thomas has one sibling. He has an older brother. And he now lives in Texas. Any advice on pregnancy? Not a direct question. Clearly this is just me being crazy nervous. The only advice I can give you, for me, I had to eat, every 2 hours. If not, I felt like crap. I felt nauseous. I didn't feel good. I had to eat, every 2 hours, and then when I could, I would prop my feet up because it would make me feel better. So I did and drink a lot of water. Drinking a lot of water is good too. And exercising, I think that's the biggest advice I can give you, because it helps you bounce back from pregnancy a lot better. I started working out the first half of my pregnancy and then stopped, and I wish I wouldn't have. I wish I would have kept working out, because I think I would have had a speedier recovery to my pre-pregnancy weight and things like that if I was fit. After I had Jaden, I just felt like a big whale. I did not feel good about myself. And things like that. So I think if I would have worked out and at least felt healthy, felt fit, that would have been a lot better. So, favorite ice cream flavor? Oh my gosh, since I work at a place that gets a lot of different flavors, I get to eat all the cool flavors of ice cream all day long. And some of my favorite are, we have caramel peanut butter cookie dough. Oh, that's so good. Red velvet cake is really good. I like old-fashioned chocolate chip cookie dough. Pretty much any ice cream that you give me, I'm gonna like. I just really, really like ice cream. Easiest cloth diaper cleaning routine. That really depends on what kind of washer you have. I have a front loader, so it is a pain in the you-know-what to clean diapers in. So I have to do a full cold wash, no detergent, full hot wash with detergent, then another full cold wash without detergent. And in between those, before each one, I have to trick my washer into adding more water, and then I have to add 2 pitchers of water to each cycle. So I know that's not easy, but so if you have a front loader or like a washer that's better at cleaning diapers, then you just need to do like a cold rinse, hot wash with detergent, and then another cold rinse. Okay, favorite fruit. I really like watermelon, bananas, and grapes. Those are probably my 3 favorite, and they're probably all tied. Watermelon probably is like one of my favorite fruits. It is so stinking good. And bananas and grapes. I like all 3 of them. Favorite way to work out. Swim, run, etc. Okay, I don't like to run at all. I have like this like leg condition where it's really hard for like my body to pump the blood back from my legs to my heart or whatever. So like when I start running, like for whatever reason my legs just start to itch everywhere, and it's awful. It's so bad. Like it's the most uncomfortable feeling that I can ever describe to you, and it only happens like when I run or when I'm like putting impact like on my legs. So I do not like to run. That's completely out. But I really, really like to swim. That's probably my favorite. I like to swim, and then I like to do workout DVDs, like yoga DVDs, Pilates, things like that. And I like to do the elliptical. That's what I like to do. Do you love Auntie Anne's pretzels? Yes, I do. I probably love just any kind of junk food that you can think of. How old are you and Thomas? Thomas is 21, and I'll be 21 on June 20th. Are you going to have any more kids anytime soon or in the future? Yes, we want more kids. We don't know when for sure, but definitely we want more kids. Who's your favorite YouTube guru? I have a lot of favorite YouTubers. Like, I don't know what, who you would consider gurus or not, but I really like, as far as really popular people, I really like the Shaytards. I like them. And then you should see my subscription list. Like, seriously, like my subscription list is so stinking long. Like, I watch so many YouTube moms. I love them all. What's your favorite candy bar? That's a hard one. I'm not a really big candy bar eater. Probably maybe Snickers or Reese Cups. Yeah, I like those. Or like the, what are the Reese Cup things that are crispy? Oh gosh, not Fast Breaks, but the other thing. I don't know what they're called, but anyways, I like those too. Can you do a cooking video, please? I mean, I guess I could, but I don't cook very often. Me and Thomas hardly ever cook. Like, Thomas's dad likes to do all the cooking, so he does all the cooking, but Thomas and I will cook every once in a while, but it's not very often. And he cooks more than I do. Like, I hardly ever cook. And if I do, I usually make, like, desserts and things like that. Like, I don't do, like, dinner. Like, I don't cook hardly ever. What is your major, and what advice do you give to young moms? My major is middle childhood education, math, and English. So when I get my teaching license, I'll be able to teach grades 4 through 9 subjects, math and or English. And what advice can I give to young moms? It'd probably be, make sure you finish your education if that's something you want to do. Don't make having a baby an excuse not to go. Like, I got pregnant my senior year in high school, right before I graduated, and that did not stop me from going to college. I never took any time off once having Jaden, and I've never taken a break, and I've always made that school a priority because that's something I was really dead set on. So if that's something you want to do whatever it takes to get through college if that's what you want to do. That's my biggest advice. When do you plan on having another baby? Who knows? I am soon to be a first-time mom, and I want to use cloth diapers. How long should I wait to use them until baby is 3 months, 6 months, The kind I want to purchase are all-in-ones that grow with the baby. Also, how hard is to keep them clean and to take care of them? Okay, so I can't give a lot of advice on cloth diapering from birth because Jaden was over a year old before I even started cloth diapering. So I can't give you a lot of advice on that because I've never cloth diapered a newbie before. But I know like a lot of one-size cloth diapers will start fitting at around 10 pounds usually. So once your baby hits about 10 pounds is usually when you can start using one-size diapers. And for that, you know, all babies are different ages when they hit 10 pounds. But I would say 3 months, by 3 months you'd definitely be able to fit in one-size diapers. And is it hard to keep them clean? It's not hard to keep them clean, but the only difficulty I have is because we have front-loading washers that are not like the big fancy kind that have all these like special settings. It's a pretty basic front loader, so it's kind of hard for me to clean them. Like once I found a routine that works, it cleans them well. It's just a lot of work every time I go to wash them. How do you manage school, homework at home, and having a toddler? What advice would you give to other college moms? Okay, it is so difficult to get work done with Jaden because as soon as I walk in that door from school, he is like glued to my leg and wants me to give him 100% undivided attention. So it makes doing homework really, really difficult. So what I usually do is if I can, I usually wait and do all my homework after he goes to bed. Like once he's asleep, that's my time to get homework done. So that's kind of how I do it. And otherwise, like, I'll admit it, I've turned on cartoons so that I can get some homework done, just so that he can be occupied with something while I try to get stuff done. So it's really hard. Thomas luckily can sit on the floor and play with him while I'm doing stuff, but to be honest with you, I do the majority of my work once he's asleep for the night. And what advice would you give to other college moms? I would just say, if you can, do your homework when the baby's sleeping because it's the easiest. I don't know what else advice I can give you. Make sure you have a support system, like if you can, like if you have grandparents that can come over and watch the baby for a couple hours while you study, that would help you tremendously. I don't have a question, just wanted to say Jaden is so cute. Thank you. Okay, this is a question for both of you, if he wants to give his thoughts. When you were at the hospital having Jaden or future children, do you want your family there or do you want time to be alone, just the two of you? And if you did want to be alone, how did you get your family to respect that? Okay, so with Jaden, the only people that were in the room with me was Thomas. That was it. I didn't want anybody else in the room with us. I just wanted it to be me and him. And because my family's really not... my mom and dad really aren't in my life that much. Like, I didn't have to worry about them, but Thomas's parents have always respected any type of parenting decision or choice we've ever made. So, I mean, I don't know, it wasn't even a problem. So they had no problem just waiting out in the waiting room. And so, yeah, but for future children, I want to have a birth center birth, a water birth, and I want somebody to photograph and videotape for me while I'm in labor, but I don't want it to be Thomas because I want him to be focused on me, helping me with pain management. So for future babies, I might have somebody else in there with us, like my sister or something, that could help me videotape and take pictures. But other than that, like, I'm not really... I like it to be as intimate as possible, and I like it just to be me and Thomas. And I don't know, I just feel like you're like in a really vulnerable, out there, everything's displayed for the world to see when you're having a baby. And I wasn't comfortable with other people seeing me like that. So that's how it was for us. And I think that's the way Thomas wanted it too. I'll ask him and see if he has anything different to add to that. But yeah, for the most part, I've always just wanted it to be me and Thomas. How's the situation with Jaden's eye? Can you give us more details on that? Also, do you guys have any fun summer plans? No fun summer plans. We have season passes to Kings Island, which is an amusement park / water park, so we get to go there a lot. But other than that, no fun things for us planned. I work all summer. Thomas works all summer, so there's not a whole lot of time for anything super fun. And then his eye, I've mentioned this before. He has his right eye turns inward. It's strabismus or something like that is how you pronounce it, but it's not as strong as the other eye. He was given eyeglasses to help see if it would correct it, but I don't think the eyeglasses are helping. He goes back this Friday morning to have his eyes reevaluated, and then they will pick a plan of action from there. They did mention surgery, so he might end up having to have surgery to correct the alignment in his eye. They might want to patch his good eye to make the one that turns in stronger. I don't know, but that's basically what it is. He doesn't have any problems seeing or anything like that. Like, his eyeglasses were a very, very weak prescription. But it's just that his one eye it turns in. It's not as strong as the other one. Kind of like a lazy eye type of thing. What does Jaden like, Elmo or Barney? Elmo likes both. Elmo. Jaden likes both Elmo and Barney. So that's all the questions that I got. If you have any other questions, leave them below, and then if I have time, if I have enough questions, I'll make another video, but if not, I'll just answer them in the comments. I'll just see. If you guys want me to do another video, I will. So that is it. I will see you guys later.